Hello, my name is Adam Shabo. You may know me from the Madison power pop band, the Shabelles. I'm posting a unique video every day until the election stating the reasons why I believe Governor Walker needs to be recalled. Today's topic, I'm still pissed about the train. I can't get over it. It's like a bad breakup. I was so looking forward to the relationship I would have with this train. But then Governor Walker, with no regards to my feelings, just took it away from me. Shouldn't I have a say in this breakup too? After all, I live in Milwaukee and go to Madison quite regularly. I was looking forward to be able to just sit back and relax, take a nap, while I head to Madison and then head back home to Milwaukee. But now, thanks to Governor Walker, I'm driving my car to Madison like a chump. Last year, we as a state had the opportunity to receive federal money to build a high-speed rail that would run from Milwaukee to Madison to Chicago. Governor Walker touted fiscal responsibility as a reason to stop the high-speed rail project. But yet, he still supports tax breaks to the ridiculously rich. Funny how that goes. Walker threw away $100 million that had already been invested in the project, which included 13,000 jobs the high-speed rail would have created in Wisconsin. Considering Wisconsin has the worst job loss in the nation for the past year, I think he may be regretting that decision. His opposition towards the train was clearly a political move to help get him elected. When Walker turned down the high-speed rail, that ultimately convinced train manufacturer Telgo to leave Wisconsin, losing even more jobs. This led to other small businesses connected to the rail project to leave. When I wrote a story on this for Dane 101, I interviewed Scott Ross from One Wisconsin Now. He stated the benefits of the train. Quote, $822 million worth of work and $3.5 to $4.6 billion over the next several decades in reduced travel time. Reduced congestion and reduced contamination resource. Ross also added, one big thing being lost in the debate is reducing the state's dependency on foreign oil. Everybody knows that this is one of the greatest national vulnerabilities. This high-speed rail is something that Wisconsin has been headed towards for decades. Former Governor Tommy Thompson was a huge champion for a high-speed rail. And in fact, Scott Walker voted for a number of pro-rail initiatives that Thompson supported. So his politically calculated flip-flop on this was disingenuous and near soulless hypocrisy on his part. Some Wisconsinites believe that people will simply not ride the train from Chicago to Milwaukee to Madison, with of course many stops in between. The plan was also to eventually add Minneapolis. I think people most definitely would have used that. Amtrak's growth in the U.S. proves, like it or not, that people are riding the train in both rural and commercial areas all across this country, and it's only growing more and more in popularity. The more states that are connected to rail, the more chances the states will have for a significant bump in tourism, as well as a chance for a booming economy. Others believe the train would have been heavily subsidized, which would have bankrupted Wisconsin. That was a scare tactic. Of course, like all transportation, the train would have been subsidized, but it was projected to cost the state of Wisconsin $7 million, which isn't that much at all in the massive state budget. Most of these decisions were made before he was even governor. Walker was governor-elect, yet he was acting kind of as the governor already. It was weird and unprecedented. It was then that I first realized Walker was a bit of a psychopath. It was then that I knew that we were in for a bumpy ride. Much like the bumpy ride I have when I drive my Malibu to Madison every other week. I would have enjoyed a smooth ride on a nice high-speed rail. That's all I have for you today. Like always, God bless you, God bless Wisconsin, and God bless these United States of America.